The start of day 11, it's Takanohana in the lead with 10 straight wins. And behind him, Chiyotaikai, there we see, going through the ring entering ceremony with 9 wins and 1 loss. Musashimaru's step behind with 8 wins and 2 losses, along with Kyokushuzan, the Mongolian wrestler who's at the bottom of the Maegashira rankings, doing surprisingly well this tournament. First of our bouts on day 11 between Wakanosato, he's Maegashira 1, and he's fighting Otsukasa, Maegashira 8. Wakanosato dropped down from the Sanyaku ranks with a bad performance last time, only had 6 wins. If he does well this time, should go back up to at least Komusubi. Well, slip there by Wakanosato. Looks as though his legs skidded out sideways on that one, came out fast. For some reason or other had his legs wide, and Otsukasa there with 5 wins and 5 losses, now 6 wins and 5 losses. Not doing too badly. Now, it's going to be an interesting one. It's Kotomitsuki, who's beaten 4 Ozeki so far in this basho, against Asashoryu, who's also beaten 4 Ozeki and also 1 Yokozuna. Asashoryu on the right here. 129 kilos, Kotomitsuki 151 kilos body weight. And Kotomitsuki driving in hard and fast, chasing the Mongolian around the ring. Mongolian hanging on in there, tries an inside leg hook, but now he's goes around the side for Sodogaki, that's an outside leg hook. So a range of techniques there from the Mongolian, but eventually Kotomitsuki drove him out with yorikiri. Well, certainly the feature of the Mongolian sumo is absolute determination to win. What the Japanese use the term in English, hungry fighter. They say Asashoryu is a hungry fighter. And the implication is their own wrestlers are not so hungry. So here we see Asashoryu. In fact, when Asashoryu beat Musashimaru on day 1, he actually got a phone call from the president of Mongolia congratulating him. So it's a very big hero back home. All these Mongolians in the top division are big names in their own country, where the sumo is relayed by satellite and it's watched by many Mongolians. There finally you see Kotomitsuki driving Asashoryu over the edge. So that was the 7th win for Kotomitsuki. Looks like he's back on form. He did drop down 2 bashos ago to only 4 wins. He's now back on his winning streak by the look of it. Now Tamakasuga against Tochiazuma. These two have had 9 head-to-heads. Tochiazuma's won 7 of them. Cautious start there by both wrestlers, and a quick attempt to sidestep by Tochiazuma. Well, that was very neatly judged. He had Tamakasuga's timing there off to a tee. Tamakasuga barely in it. 7th win for Tochiazuma with oshitaoshi, which is pushed down. Just watch that one again. So there you see, tries a pull down right at the start, comes back very quickly, and then a few pushes, and that's enough to send Tamakasuga over the edge. Chiyotaikai getting ready. Get some idea of the size of these wrestlers when they're outside the dohyo. Huge, 150, 160 kilos. The average weight has dropped this basho. Whereas before it was 156 kilos on average. For this top division, it's dropped down to about 151. So about a 5 kilo drop overall. Now we have Tochinonada fighting Takanowaka. These two have fought 6 times previously. Tochinonada's won 5 of them. Takanowaka there coming across the circle a little bit faster than Tochinonada, but unable to keep the momentum going. Tochinonada absorbed the shock and then just slowly but surely drove him back over the edge. So that was 8th loss and makikoshi for Takanowaka. 3rd win for Tochinonada, who's already got makikoshi. So Tochinonada not doing too well, but the heavily taped up left arm there indicates probably the reason why. There's a saying in Japanese, sumo ni wa keiga ga tsukimono, which means injuries are a fact of life in sumo. They've all got them. Now Kaiho fights Miyabiyama. Miyabiyama much the bigger of the two, but Kaiho, a skillful wrestler, ex-amateur champion. And certainly trying to fight hard against Miyabiyama. Miyabiyama driving forward all the time and now locking in on the belt. Kaiho's going to have problems here. Needs it a bit open. Desperate last-ditch attempt to hang on the edge there. And Miyabiyama spins him forward. So that's 8th win for Miyabiyama. That's Kachikoshi, and he needed that one. Although it's day 11, he's got a few more chances, even if he had lost today. But that guarantees his position as Ozeki. Kaiho there with 7 losses. Now Dejima against Chiyotaikai. The two Ozekis against each other, both almost weight for weight the same, both 160 kilos apiece, which is about 25 stone apiece. Previous basho, Dejima got 8 wins. Chiyotaikai sat out the last basho because of an ankle injury. 27 years old Dejima, 24 years old Chiyotaikai. Chiyotaikai on the left there. Slowish start by Chiyotaikai. Looked like he was expecting Dejima's charge, and he was just seeing whether he could use that charge. So he absorbed the initial power forward of Dejima, but then eventually, after moving backwards around the ring a little bit, just shoved him out with a straight push-out oshidashi. Let's watch that one. Now, normally we expect Chiyotaikai to come out with his hands leading and go for the face and the upper body. But there you see he didn't. He went almost straight for the belt. He anticipated Dejima's charge out. Dejima, renowned for his daiashi, that's the way he drives forward with his feet from the tachiai. But there, getting read well by Chiyotaikai and pushed out with oshidashi. So that's 10th win for Chiyotaikai, still one of the front runners just behind this man, Takanohana, who's got straight wins, 10 straight wins. Our next bout on day 11. These top wrestlers is Ozeki Musoyama in the silvery coloured Mawashi belt, fighting Hayateumi, who's doing reasonably well so far. He's got 7 wins. Win now for Hayateumi will give him Kachikoshi. Musoyama with 6 wins and 4 losses. Not doing too well as Ozeki leads with a head. Musoyama gets front grip. Hayateumi tries a throw there, but just gets crushed down by Musoyama. Didn't give the younger wrestler a chance and drops him down. With the overarm grip, the uwate grip, and the uwate throw, the uwatenage. So Musoyama with 7 wins, and that was the 4th loss for Hayateumi. As we come towards the end of day 11, it's time for the grand champions to come on. These two have fought each other 49 times. Both came into Makuuchi Sumo in the same year, 1991. 10 years these two have been fighting in this top division. Fought 49 times. Musashi Maru's won 31 of them. And Musashi Maru is certainly the heavier of the two, 219 kilos against Takanonami's 166. But there you see the power of the Yokozuna. Well, a few bashos ago, not that many bashos ago, Takanonami would have put up a better fight than that. But Musashi Maru now, certainly, most definitely the stronger of the two. 9th win for Musashi Maru. He's only got 2 losses, still in the race for the Emperor's Cup. 6th loss for Takanonami. Now Takanohana with 10 straight wins against Tochisakae with 5 wins and 5 losses. So the money now is on whether Takanohana can take this basho with 15 straight wins, what is known as Zensho Yusho, 15-0. Not many wrestlers do that, and there's money in it for them. Tochisakae, 160 kilos. Takanohana, almost exactly the same. Takanohana, 28 years old. Tochisakae, 26. Tochisakae, fairly new to this top division. And Takanohana, it's almost a foregone conclusion where we've seen this man fight. He locks on tight, he comes out, closes down the opponent's sumo, gets his hands, one or both hands on the belt. And as soon as that hand or both hands clamp in on the belt, it's almost certain that the other wrestler is going to be bundled out. There you see it. Classical yorikiri win there by Takanohana to give him 11 straight wins. So at the end of day 11, Takanohana in the lead with 11-0. 1 step behind Chiyotaikai with 10 wins and 1 loss. along with Musashimaru with 10 wins and 1 loss. With the bow twirling ceremony, we conclude day 11, but stay with us. We'll be back very shortly.